Greetings, Japan fans. In today's show, we're going to talk about bosses and chatbots. Maishu, arigatou gozaimasu, and welcome back to the 7th year of the Leadership Japan series. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guy committed to your success. The president of Dale Carnegie Training Japan, a best-selling author, Japan Sales Mastery and Japan Business Mastery. My new book, Japan Presentations Mastery, is going to be released shortly. We are broadcasting around the world from Minato-ku in the center of Tokyo, the leadership capital of Japan. Now, this podcast brings insights, examples, and experience about leading in Japan. And trust me, it is different here. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn, who, unlike many other podcast hosts, have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on iTunes. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Tuesdays, the Presentations Japan series. Every second Tuesday, the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan series. And every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcast Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show. And Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. Before we get going, today's handy Japanese phrase is kechi kechi shinaide. Kechi kechi shinaide. Remember, this is very informal. This is very informal Japanese, what you'd say between friends. But if you think your friend's being a bit tight, a bit tight with their dough on something, they should actually spend the money. You might say something like, kechi kechi shinaide. Don't be so stingy. Kechi kechi shinaide. Kechi kechi shinaide. Kechi kechi shinaide. Hey, listen, open up your wallet. Let the moths out. Come on. Don't be so stingy. Kechi kechi shinaide. Kechi kechi shinaide. Kechi kechi shinaide. This is episode number 428. 428. We are talking about the boss must become the virtual chatbot alternative. In one of my other podcasts, the Presentation Japan series, I talked about virtual chatbots are the end of civilization. What is the problem, and what do we bosses have to do to stop this happening inside our companies? XiaoIce has a virtual chatbot which accounts for 60% of all global human AI interactions. There are already 660 million users and is designed to hook us by providing the levels of human interaction that we cannot get in real life. Danit Gal, an expert in AI ethics at Cambridge University, says users trick themselves into thinking their emotions are being reciprocated by systems that are incapable of feelings. This is sad. Nippon is not immune. Pre-COVID, Japan already had legions of fans, mainly young men, waving light sticks at concerts given by the very generously proportioned, long-legged, big-eyed, super cute singing idol, Hatsune Miku. Unfortunately, she isn't real because she is a hologram, an illusion. If some people are that desperate for human interaction, they fall in love with virtual chatbots and holograms, well, what can bosses do inside their companies to provide that sought-after human interaction quotient? We spend a lot of time working under the care and supervision of bosses. This discussion is particularly pertinent in the time of COVID, where we've all been flung to the winds and don't congregate that much in the office anymore, if at all. Our team began working from home in February 2020. We are still there. Personally, I have found getting hold of people much harder than when we were all in the office. Trying to catch people by phone is a constant irritant because it's hard to get hold of them. The speed of communication has slowed down as you have to wait to make contact. You call. They are not picking up. You leave a message. They don't see the message, so you send an email. They don't see the email, so it takes that extra time to communicate. For the boss, this means that the work which needs to get done isn't getting worked on. The sense of time pressure goes up as output deadlines are elongated and results production is slowed down. In this type of scenario, the already busy boss becomes much busier. The danger is that bosses become so focused on what they need to get done that they lose touch with their team. When you are barely getting through all the work on your plate for that day, the additional bandwidth to check in on other people isn't there. And we might be thinking, no problem, my direct reports are keeping a close contact with their members. Find out more when we come back from the break. Our show today is brought to you by our public programs, but we also do custom-made in-house classes. Now, we do them in our super safe classroom, we do them live online, and we do them in Japanese, and we do them in English. Our show today is brought to you by, on the 8th of September, we're doing negotiations. On the 16th of September, we're doing conflict management. And on the 19th of October, we're doing storytelling. Our website is www.dale, D-A-L-E hyphen Carnegie, C-A-R-N-E-G-I-E .co.jp. You can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. If you like learning by watching videos, then we have over 1,000 for you there at Tokyo, Japan, Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. Get my best-selling books, Japan Sales Mastery, the Bible for selling in Japan, and Japan Business Mastery, as well as my new book, Japan Presentations Mastery. We release 3 TV shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, that's a premiere business show in Japan, comes out Mondays. Fridays, we have Japan Business Mastery Show. Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders in Japan from SMEs all the way up to the corporate captains of industry on one topic, leading in Japan. Every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television Show. Don't forget, you can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Welcome back. Is this too optimistic? Probably. They are under similar time pressures to their boss. It can easily become a systemic problem across the whole organization. It isn't something we can just pigeonhole as a younger person's problem. Humans are social animals, and for the last 18 months, we've become individual units sitting at home in isolation from one another. There are people of all ages in our teams who need that human interaction. Do we really want to abandon them to the dubious charms and comforts of a virtual chatbot? Aren't we sacrificing our people care responsibilities on the altar of being super busy? We can't do everything, but we can do the most important things. The issue then becomes one of prioritization. Are we sufficiently prioritizing our people? We might be thinking, of course I am, what a lot of rubbish. There is truth in schedules and diaries. Just go back a week or two and take a good look at where you are spending your time. I will guarantee that, viewed with the cold, hard eye of pragmatism, none of us were spending enough time for our people. Were we encouraging our direct reports to be checking in with their team? Again, the proof is in the records of meetings and team meeting minutes. The ugly truth is we were no doubt assuming they knew what to do. The other part of that ugly truth is they were probably doing just what we were doing, concentrating on their own work, head down and going hard at it. We cannot let virtual chatbots replace the human touch. It won't necessarily happen by itself, so we have to be proactive and make it happen. Step 1 is block out the time in your schedules. If it isn't sharp elbowed in there, then it probably won't happen. Step 2 is just do it. Thank you for joining the Leadership Japan series. If you found the program useful, then share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. Take what you found valuable, immediately put into action, because idea application is what makes winners winners. Be one of them. Remember, I'm your corporate coaching and training guy in your corner, committed to your success here in Nippon.